Greetings, friends. We have ourselves another beautiful day today. It's March 3rd, 2013. 3/3/2013. So, I was thinking today about the arguments for ethical oil, because this is one of the bases of the arguments talking that I hear people say, like, well, we should take the we should support the tar sand oil over oil from the Middle East or Venezuela or wherever else, because those places are politically unstable and like we can't control them environmentally and blah blah blah, and all these things are true. But again, look at the bigger picture. Why is it that it's almost as if they're trying to reach a compromise? It's like they've realized that they messed up and that this is wrong, and they're trying to reach a compromise. They're trying to figure out can we create a space where this will be acceptable to people, where people will understand this and say this is okay. Well, the reality is, guys, our oil is just as like unethical as these other oil companies. And the reason why I say that is like, well, I mean, to start with, why is it that if we buy oil from these other companies, why is it that that's suddenly supplying them with weapons and other things? I mean, I remember like 2 months ago, there was that scandal with HSBC Bank, where they were supplying banking services for Al-Qaeda and drug cartels and things like that. So, on one hand, it's okay for us to do business and all these things with these organizations for, like, defense contracts, which is even more strange and bizarre in my mind, because it's like, so on one hand, you're like, oh, well, when it comes to our oil, that we want to be ethical in like who we buy our oil from, but like in everything else, like in our defense contracts, in our monetary transactions, in like our trade agreements with like dictators, world dictators. Oh, that's okay. That's okay to do, but like because we're really good people and we're trying to reach a compromise on the tar sand oil situation, that we don't want to be trading with like the unethical oil people. We want to keep them. We don't want to trade any of our oil with them, but we'll trade them weapons and give them money and like support and like all these other things. But no, we won't trade oil with them. Come on, people. There really is no argument that you can pose towards me that says that this is a good idea. There's no argument. Like, it really basically comes down to this. Do you want water or do you want oil? Last time I checked, we're not capable of drinking oil to sustain our bodies. And last time I checked, like, we need water to survive. Sorry if I'm bursting your bubble there. But it's like, honestly, how much pollution are we going to put into our environment? Is it any wonder? Does anyone not wonder why asthma's like blowing through the roof? Is it any wonder why like all these respiratory diseases are happening? All cancers are on the increase? All these problems, all these health problems are coming around? And the reason why is because we aren't building the connection between the fact that we pollute our environment and put these carcinogen chemicals in our environment, and then we breathe the same stuff that we like act as if it doesn't exist. People, wake up. It's time to wake up. Face the reality. Face the facts. Unless you're saying that, you know, we don't get cancer from pollution, unless you're saying, you know, there is no pollution, unless you're saying, you know, um, denying scientific facts, I don't really know how you can stand up and say tar sand oil is a good idea. Like everyone keeps talking, like I just watched some movie talking about like the boom, and it's like, yeah, there absolutely is a boom. Like I saw a 22-year-old who's earning over $100,000 working in the oil sands. I would love to earn over $100,000. That would be awesome. But you know, it's the most expensive. It's the most expensive place to live. So yeah, you earn $100,000, but then how much money do you lose in taxes? That all gets cycled back into the system. How much money do you lose in buying accommodations of a trailer park home for like $500,000? A trailer park home for $500,000. Yeah, you make a lot of money, but how much is being siphoned off in this like worker jail of some sorts? I bet you could call it that. I mean, it's in the middle of nowhere, in the middle of like highly inaccessible. There's like rampant like drug and alcohol abuse problems in that place. I mean, like I should probably just go there and just do a whole bunch of crystal healing, because I bet you any money, like I would be like balling in crystal healing. But like, you know, that's not the point. The point is like I'd much rather these people be whole and complete in living their lives to the fullest. They absolutely are not living their lives to the fullest if they're only chasing after money. And money that's probably being siphoned off in this like strange worker jail that everyone seems to think is a good idea. Again, it's like, whoa, who's thinking? Like, I feel like so many of us are lemmings. I feel like so many of us are like sheep. I feel like so many of us are stuck in this like matrix world of like lies and illusions. And you need to break out of that. You need to transcend that. You're getting caught up in the disinformation campaigns. Like, why do you think I have a YouTube channel? It's because I'm trying to speak my truth. I'm trying to spread my truth. I'm trying to influence things. Have you influenced things lately? Have you spoken out about something lately? Have you felt like you've thought something like, whoa, I need to share that with someone? If you haven't felt or thought some of these things, then those are kind of symptoms that you're asleep, you're a sheep, you're not acting, you're passive, you're just receiving. Transcend, expand, love. Get from your mind, get in your heart. Feel. What do you feel about this stuff? It's about feeling. But Brian, I don't do feelings. I'm a guy. Guys have feelings too. Guys have feelings too. Guys can cry. Yeah, actually, my friend Julian, he can cry on demand. If you ask him. Next time you see him, ask him to cry for you. Ha ha ha. I've seen him do it. What do the spirit guides have to tell us for today? Goose. The Canadian goose. Take time to rest and recuperate rather than continuing your striving. Yeah. Love it. Today is the day of rest, is it not? Peace and love, friends.